Hey. I know my baby not really hurt. Hey, everybody. Oh, I always do that. My screen looks foggy. I am working on my laptop today to finally get that downloaded and up working so that I can stay in business with everybody. How is everybody doing today? Um, I want to shout out to a Facebook friend, um, William. I cannot remember your last name. Why is that William? William, he just lost his mother. My condolences to you, William. You just buried her. My heart goes out to you, okay? To you and your family. Um, it's really hard. I don't care. Like death is, death is something that you can never be prepared for mentally or emotionally. So, um, William, why can't I remember your last name? I'll be having these too many brain fogs. I think it's because it's just a foggy day for me. But it's a decent day. It's a lovely day. And William, I hope that you are feeling okay. All right. I just want to keep it there with you. You have been on my mind. Y'all, look, Facebook friend, outside friend, upstairs friend, downstairs friend. It doesn't matter to me. If I know you in some type of way and I like you, I'm going to always be kind enough and thoughtful enough to put it out there that I'm thinking of you. All right. And it's really bothering me because I cannot think of your last. I swear, me, and my brain fog. So, um, okay. Now I hope everybody is doing well, though. Now, me, shit, I'm good. And what I want to talk about, y'all, while I'm on here, y'all come on in and join me. Come on in here and join me, okay? Because look, how many people out here is dealing with anxiety? Yeah, I talk about anxiety a lot because it is among all of us. And I truly want to talk about that and who's on medication for it. I don't feel like medication is needed. I feel like a short-term medication is needed, but not long-term. The shit is dangerous, it really is dangerous. Y'all come on in here and join me. I'm talking about anxiety and how are you dealing with it? William Martin. I'm so sorry, okay? Um, my condolences, okay? And speaking of anxiety, stress, and, when things like this occurs in your life, anxiety is going to be on the rise. It's going to be hard to sleep. It's going to be hard to focus in general. So, William Martin, I hope that you have all of the support that you need and all of the peace that you need and love that you deserve. So, now, anxiety. I have an anxiety panic disorder. This is how they labeled me. When I say that, y'all know who I'm talking about. The doctors, okay? Um, they they labeled me to have anxiety panic disorder. Do I take medication for it? No, I do not. Was I on medication? Yes. I was on medication for years, for many years, for anxiety panic disorder. And I tell you, mine came from being abused, childhood. That's where mine came from. A certain person that knows that brought the havoc on me when I was younger. They wonder why Marcella turned out that way. What? What? Wow, you were right there. And my God, I was raped when I was a little girl uh, by my two brothers, and then my boy and my mother's boyfriend. So I had to deal with three people, and then I had to also deal with my sister's baby at when I was 6 and 7 years old. So I have an anxiety panic disorder and I'm PTSD because of that post traumatic stress disorder. So, y'all, look, I have pieced myself together throughout the years. And believe me, it is hard. It's an exercise of mine, a mental exercise of mine to get my candles, meditation. I believe in naturals, okay? But when I first started off with my anxiety, look, the stuff that you go through, uh, I'll go back to what I was saying as far as what I use to calm my anxiety on a daily basis. And it also helped me sleep. Now, y'all, at times we have phobias, okay? At times we don't know where the phobias come from. I was on my way to Texas. Damn, I almost fell into the Mississippi River. What the hell? The bus driver fell asleep. The brother fell asleep, and I woke up. I woke up to screaming. I looked out the window. First thing I did was open my eyes. I'm sitting right by the window, mind you. Okay, I'm on a bus going across the Mississippi River, y'all. Be, Stay with me on this, okay? Because I need for y'all to picture this right along with me. This added to what was already going on with me. So look, I wake up by the window. First thing I get a glance at is the Mississippi River and sparks flying because the damn bus was tilted this way, rubbing across the railing. Oh my God, I thought I was dead. I thought I was dead. And thank God he woke up, got a grip, Look, long story short, y'all, I came home. I thought I was fine because, mind you, I'm going to Texas. So when I get there, I'm having fun. I'm having fun. I'm being treated like whoa, I'm being treated like I ain't never been treated before, okay, like a queen. Ace. So I get back. I come back home and I start driving, and all of a sudden I'm on the freeway now, and I'm driving, and I break out into this sweat. I'm like, my heart is beating fast, and I get dizzy. I can't breathe and shit. So I pull over and I'm saying, oh my God, what's going on with me? So I already know that I'm having a panic attack, but I did not know what really caused it. So I call my friend I'm talking to, which is a psychotherapist. And I'm saying, Joe, I'm going through this and I'm going through that. And he said, my dear, what is new in your life? What happened? And I told him, I said, well, I did. I just came back from Texas. And I said, Joe, the driver fell asleep behind the wheel. And he said, oh my God, what? After he finished listening to me, he said, oh my God. He said, what you have is a phobia now. You have a phobia of driving. And I said, oh my God, I was 25 at this time. Life was just so good for me, okay? I was in college. I was really doing my thing in life. I really was. And there's that problem. So what Joe did for me is he took me, he put me out on, he put me on an assignment, and he had me drive all the way out in the boondocks, in the woods, to one of his cabins out somewhere, okay? He was like, okay, how about we have lunch? And I was like, okay, cool. Which, he usually picked me up. It was a setup, y'all. It was a setup, but not for a fall down, because this man actually had my back. I trusted him. So he said, what you going to do is you're going to drive out to where I'm at. And I was like, okay. Where you at? I'm thinking it's gonna be somewhere in reach. Hell no. Oh my God, y'all. This man had me out there driving for about 45 minutes. And I was, oh, you're welcome, D. I love my manager, y'all. I swear to God, I love her so much. So much. She has been since she's been working at Bart's Management where I live at. Um, my landlord sold the place. Thank God she did. It's a better management and better landlord and everything. I love you, D, if you run past this video. Okay, I love you, girl. But now back to what I was saying. Now I drove out there and I was very successful. But y'all, it didn't cure me. What it showed me was that I'm able, that I can conquer. That's what it showed me. And also, I learned phobias. I learned different types of phobias. So I did study psychology. I took a semester of it, y'all. It's not like I went to be a doctor or anything like that, but I do know. I know a psychologist, meaning being a friend with a person that's in psychology, and if you're around them a lot, you're gonna pick up a lot of stuff. So I'm just saying, it's very beneficial to be around educated people. Okay. Um, so I made it through that day, but all the other days was that was hard. That was a hard task for me. So what I do now is just pretty much learn myself and try to manage my anxiety. Because do I want to go out driving like that? Nope, I don't, because people act a damn fool. Anxiety is already high before I leave the house. So when I know that I have stuff to do, what do I do and how do I manage my anxiety? I get my candles, I count, I breathe, just pretty much give it all to God. And I know that I'm protected. And I do it. And I go. And I go. And I don't think about it anymore. That's how I survive. And that's how you're supposed to get up and do what you're supposed to do and survive on a daily basis, whether you have anxiety or not. Medication is not medication for that anxiety that they give you. I was on, look, y'all, I just really want to put out phobias, okay? Try to acknowledge, because see, I want to go back to what I was saying. I didn't acknowledge that I didn't know that I had a phobia at all. I was just cussing everybody out, you know, while I was driving, because I was scared, because of what happened. But I did not know it was a phobia until this man told me. And I had to actually do some studying on it and fight through it. And whenever you are trying to conquer something, and if you have not conquered it yet, and if you're trying, you're still a winner. Just never try to conquer a whole nother human being. That's not right, okay? So if you lose trying to do that, you viciously have won that, okay? Whatever it may be. I'm just saying, some people try that, okay? So now I just want people to actually know that if you've been through trauma, something like if you done been robbed, and all of a sudden you find yourself sleeping with every time you leave, or even look, this stuff comes to hunt you when you are behind closed doors, sitting in your home, and nobody is messing with you. This is what people don't understand. Anxiety it comes at any time, and you could be watching a movie. It could be so simple as you are watching a movie and you see this movie going on, and it was what's happening inside of the movie, that maybe somebody might be getting robbed, and that's going to take you back to what happened to you. And all of a sudden, later on that night, you might start looking at your door. You might want to put something by your door so that you can hear it open. You might want to sleep with a weapon, okay? Because it does something to you. When stuff happens to you, it's trauma. Trauma is trauma. But lots of people tell you, oh, just don't think about it. Do you actually think a person is sitting back and on their fucking hands thinking about bullshit like that? No. The bullshit comes to hunt you because it is something that you own. You own that trauma because it happened to you. That's your experience, not nobody else's. So don't let nobody tell you, oh well, just don't think about it. That's not fair. It's not right. Now look, okay. I had this guy, my friend, he trusted I gotta tell this story. I'm just saying, he knows what I do. Okay, he knows that I'm a speaker. He knows that, I respect him as well. Okay, my friend went through this, and he trusted his girlfriend to pay the rent for him, because this is a routine that they had. They had an understanding that you pay the rent and I work, he worked to pay the rent, but when he got the money, he gives it to her, and then she handles the household stuff, okay, which is the rent, part of the rent. Okay. They ended up getting evicted. They ended up getting evicted. She wasn't paying the rent because she was not paying the rent. But he was giving her the money. He was giving her the money to pay the rent. Yes, it was. But she didn't pay it though. Okay. Woo. And then she told him about maybe 6 months later, or maybe a little longer, maybe a few months longer, maybe 9 months. He she says to him, oh, why are you still thinking about that? Why are you still tripping about that? What? You have a Are you serious? Look, I told him, I said, brother, understand that person wants you to forget that the person gonna always want you to forget the dirt that they have thrown in your damn face when you did not deserve it. They gonna always want you to forget about the dirt that they kicked up on you. I said, but why is she trying to do that? I said, look, honey, what happened to you was traumatic. You came home and all of your things were being taken out and taken away. Your comfortability was tainted. Your trust was diminished. What was disrespected to the highest. I said, and the one that did it to you told you that. Why are you still tripping after 6 to 9 months? Why are you still talking about it? A factor. Okay, the person that usually traumatizes you is going to be the main one that's trying to tell you, hey, It's okay. Just forget about it. Just let it be the past. Let it be history. No. You need to acknowledge. I told him, I said, acknowledge what happened. It's still sinking in that it happened to you. He said, yeah, but why are you the only person that understands that? I said, baby, I'm not in your circle. I said, I'm not in your circle. That's why. I said, I'm standing on the outside as someone that you know. I'm not in your family, you know? I'm not your friend like that. And he was like, he said, because my mama told me to kind of like throw it away too, to the side. I said, well, like I said, I'm not in your circle. I'm going to tell you to always care about yourself. And when people that cause the trauma in your life for you have the audacity to tell you to forget about it, you should ask them, how about whatever you done went through? How about whatever that you are going through? How about we just say that none of that matters? And then at the end of the day, you're going to be a cold-hearted person. That's that narcissistic shit, okay? That's that narcissistic speaking. That's that narcissistic mentality. When you have people that's trying to get over on you about something that they done did, that's part of their behavior. But don't make it part of your life, okay? Don't make it part of your life. So that's a lesson learned. That's a lesson well learned. Always, don't ever be the cause of your anxiety. Like, hey, I will say ever be the cause of your anxiety. But by us being imperfect people, that's what happens. We pretty much cause our own trauma sometime. But sometime. And then other times we can't help but to be in the way. Stuff happens, Like that little white girl that was sitting on a bus on a subway and got stabbed to death. My condolences to the family. So sad. That could have been anybody. Anybody. This psychopath did not sit down and say, I'm going to go out and find a certain type of person. Nope. He crazy is crazy. Crazy is crazy. It's all different types of levels. Okay. That right there is just something else, though. That's a whole different level. All right. Now, I don't went to anxiety talking about that and trauma like that because it's all, it's pretty much all tied together, though. I want everybody to know their phobias and know they self. Be true to yourself, okay? Be true to yourself. Okay. Now, look. I own my anxiety. I own my trauma. Look, and I'm also owning my best life, and that is still to come. I just want people to know that you're not in this alone, okay? I mean, a lot of folks, they go through it, then they stay right there. Don't stay there. Don't stay in the trauma. Don't stay in the anxiety. There are different methods, okay, on the way out the door. Okay, now. This is what I was going to get into as far as the medications. Medications. Yeah, right. That's just a ticket to death. A ticket to misery. I was on benzos and benzo. Y'all know what I'm talking about, okay? I don't want to mess the name up. But benzos now, they're called Xanax. And they call them on the street, they call them bars. Now, I was taking those. And I had been on them, oh my God, I had been on them for, look, it was just that long. over 10 years, maybe 15. I don't know. Somewhere around there. Imagine getting off of something that is, and the doctors are so toxic when it comes to that shit. That the medical doctors, they will straight try to string you out. Y'all better find some other different type of method to, to live life. Now those Xanax, when I got off, and I'm gonna tell y'all, I got off of the Xanax last year, in November. No. October, September, October. And I tell you, it like to kill me. It like to kill me, y'all. That shit. And you know what? The withdrawals was so dirty about it is that the doctor did not, because I was letting her go, she was steady trying to give me drugs, steady trying to give me this, give me that. I told her, I don't want none of that. None of it. What she let me do is go through the withdrawal symptoms on my own. And it almost killed me. Nobody know that I went through that. Nobody knows. Nope. Uh, Not even you, Robert. Nobody knew that I actually went through that, and I was so sick. I almost died up in here, and I would not ever, ever touch it again, or trust a doctor, ever. Not one of them. I have one. Now let me rephrase that, because I trust my primary physician, Dr. Lenigan. I love who she is, what she is. She is a absolutely great doctor that's from God. Okay, that's all I got to say about her. I'm blessed and I'm alive because of her. So she took care of me. I shared it with her. Um, but other than that, I did not share it with anybody. As far as what I was going through over here, getting off of the benzos. So now I'm actually about on nothing. I don't want any of the white folks medication. Okay? My white people that I love, don't take it personal. This is how I speak, okay? I don't want any of that. I need God. I want God. I need my meditation. I need love, self love. Y'all, that's all we need. And we need to take care of our health. I just got off a high blood pressure medication over a month ago. Through the grace of God. Okay. Because I love myself, so it's starting to actually show from the inside on out. Um, yeah, the medications are just, it's toxic. It's poison. And the medical doctors, they will definitely tell you, just like the old girl told me, oh, well, I can give you this. I can give you gabapentin. I'm like, you know what? I seen exactly who she was. I didn't want to have anything to do with her whatsoever. Uh, that's why she let me go through that. And she said, and she said this to me, well, Marcy, it looks like you just persevere in whatever you do. That's exactly what she said. Because I am a resilient woman. Thank you, Jesus. It's okay. And through the grace of God, to get through and get by people like her. Because if I was actually left in her hands, she would have let me go, die, okay, and suffer. Would she actually let me suffer? But I'm not dead. I just want everybody to actually know, be careful. Be very mindful of what the doctors are giving you for your anxiety, for your depression, whatever it might be. That stuff does not work. Dulcolax, it doesn't, whatever. I think I said that name wrong. though that stuff does not work. It won't help you. It will actually create more problems for you. So just find something else. Okay, I work out. I meditate with my candles. I dance. Okay, y'all gonna be seeing a lot of that as soon as I get my laptop. I'm just saying, it's giving me problems, y'all. I gotta download every damn thing. Uh, it's crazy. But find other resorts. Okay, resort to something else. Do not resort to drinking. Do not resort to meditating. I mean, to home medication remedies like over drinking, having the wrong people in your home, so that you can have extra drinks and weed or whatever else. I think this. Hopefully, it's my package. Boy, what the hell? I just went. Who's locking me out that fast? Boy, get a key. Ain't nobody locked you out. Huh? Get a key. I don't know, but ain't nobody locked you out. Right. Get a key. Come on, this is not a group home. Right. Okay. Devin. Oh, good. Nice young man, but he didn't got on my damn nerves. Oh, yeah. What was I saying? But anyway, I have to go and I have to go to the store. So, yeah, I was talking about finding other ways out instead of taking the chemicals. Okay, I just don't want to call it medication because it's not. Medication helps you. It doesn't get you sick, make you mad, and make you want to kill yourself and shit like that. Like they tell you, oh, just take it for 60 days while you're going through everything that you're going through. Hell no. Y'all find something else. Please find something else. Find something else. Okay? Hell, look, I'm into chamomile tea, which I'm going to be having in a minute. It's so good. Look, take your vitamin D3s, exercise. Don't let these people out here control you with their medications, because that chick thought she was going to. Another reason why she let me suffer is because she seen she couldn't do nothing with me. She actually even threatened me and said, oh, well, Marcy, she said, Marcy is going to constipate you. It's going to hurt you. She was using words like this, ghetto ass bitch. She's supposed to have been a medical something in a medical field. I was telling my primary that, degrees does not make you any damn thing. It only gives you a title. Okay? So I don't respect these people because they don't respect themselves. Everybody in that profession is an individual, and they are that individual before they get to receive the titles. So the titles means absolutely shit to me. Nothing. So, she told me, oh, well, you're going to do this, you're going to do that. And you found us. She went there. Whenever a person come to you like that, like you're supposed to kiss their ass because they feel like they help you so much, that woman did not help me. She did her job. Y'all, we need to start being educated. Y'all, we need to start educating ourselves on what the hell they putting out here for us to take. A lot of stuff is not even needed. And a lot of people say, oh, well, that's just there. And I have it on my paper, just so that they can think I'm taking it. I said, why would you do some dumbass shit like that? Why? What if something happened to you? I told this one girl that told me that I couldn't, my brain couldn't even take it no more. I said, why would you do that? I wish y'all would stop doing that. Meaning black folks, stop doing that dumb shit. Because if anything happens to you, you better believe if you end up in a hospital, you cannot even speak for yourself, and they're going to give you every damn thing that you say that you don't take. They're going to give it to you, baby. Okay? So don't leave. Y'all need to start educating yourselves and Just take care of your health, okay? Pay attention to your body. Everything does not need an antidote. Some things need to be prayed over. Some things need to just be acknowledged, and it will heal over time. What I found out about not being on this anxiety medication, the Xanax, is that I never needed the shit. That's what I found out. It was supposed to have been used for short term, not daily. But they'll tell you take it daily, take it every day. That's what they'll tell you. It's right along with the pain medication. No, you're supposed to take that shit when you need it, and that's it. Other than that, you go 7 to 10 days, your ass gonna be strung out, left with a damn withdrawal symptoms. Okay? Try to be better on your own and take that stuff when you need it. Now, what I learned about that is that I should have been taking it. I should have been taking it every once in a while, only when I needed it. But basically, it did nothing, absolutely nothing for me except for because I do have the high anxiety. It calmed the inside nerve, which anything pretty much, which is a downer, could have done. It didn't need to be Xanax. It did not need to be that type of medication that you are so highly strung out on. I guess what would that do for the pharmaceutical industry? What would that do for the doctor's pockets? Y'all don't. Start taking care of yourself. All right. And I am definitely getting on the scale for y'all Saturday. Saturday, I'm working out for everybody live Saturday. So on YouTube though, I'm going to YouTube. Yeah, I'm going to YouTube. So please come over to A Resilient Marcella. Let's talk. I have it posted on my timeline. Okay. Junior, thank you so much for coming in and joining me. How's your day going? How are you? Well, I hope your day is going well. Uh, Yeah, I'm going to be doing a live workout Saturday. Actually waiting on my packages to arrive. So I've received maybe 11 packages so far. Like the shoes, nice. Got these and got these. So I have some workout gear coming, and my weights might be here maybe next week. I'm not sure. But I'm getting a little set up and everything. It's taking me a minute because it had to come from a whole nother country. So yeah. So you know what? I will be back later on this evening. I got some things to do. Um, y'all remember my whole point out of this is to take care of yourself. Be mindful about what you're putting in your body. Educate yourself before you go to the doctor and after you come from the doctor. Pay attention. Okay? Your body matters, your health matters, y'all. So please take care of it because we only have one life to live. Okay? As far as I know, anyway. All right. Y'all have a good day. This is not a Oh, I'm still live. Oh my God, I thought I had cut it off. Y'all have a good day. I will return in a couple of hours, okay? I'm trying to set I'm not trying. I am setting my laptop up, so I have to uh, go to Restream and take it out and put it back in. That's what they want me to do. So I will be doing that after I run my errands. So I will see everybody around maybe 5 or 6 o'clock this evening. And all my friends in Africa, that will probably be 11 or 12 o'clock on y'all end. So I'll see you later. Thank you everybody for joining me. Thank you YouTube. Thank you Facebook. Thank you TikTok. I love y'all. And I always say thank you, Robert. All right. Bye bye.